In late 2018, I was experiencing such severe eye strain after computer work that I could barely function. My myopia had been getting worse since childhood, and I thought there was nothing I could do about it. Today, my eyesight has improved significantly through natural methods. If you've been told that glasses, contacts, or LASIK are the only options for myopia, you're missing critical information. What I discovered challenges conventional wisdom about vision care. In this video, I'm sharing a conversation with an eye doctor that validated my experience and could completely transform how you think about your vision potential. If you're new here and passionate about exploring natural ways to improve your eyesight, make sure to subscribe and consider joining our community. We dive deep into eye health topics and share actionable tips that you can start using today. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming videos filled with insights and personal stories that could transform your vision journey. Let's embark on this path to clearer eyesight together. Have you ever felt trapped by your declining vision, thinking that there was nothing you could do? That was me back in 2018. I still remember the thick glasses perched on my nose in a second grade class photo, a companion that would follow me through childhood and well into adulthood. Being prescribed glasses around the age of 7 fundamentally shaped how I experienced the world. From struggling to see the blackboard without them to the constant awareness of this plastic and glass barrier between me and everything else I wanted to see. Growing up with myopia affected everything from sports participation to my confidence in social situations. I accepted what all eye doctors told me, that my eyes would likely get worse over time, and all I could do was update my prescription regularly. This pattern became so normal that I never questioned it. But everything changed dramatically in late 2018. What had been a manageable inconvenience transformed into something debilitating. After just a few hours of computer work, my eyes would burn with pain, so intense I couldn't continue working. The eye strain forced me to close my eyes and step away. As someone who relied on computer work for my livelihood, this threatened my ability to function. The cycle was frustrating. Visit an optometrist, get a stronger prescription, experience temporary relief, then watch as my eyes deteriorated further. Each new pair of glasses felt like a temporary band-aid on a worsening problem. I was trapped in the vision maze with no exit, my eyes getting weaker with each stronger prescription. What bothered me the most was the certainty with which eye care professionals delivered their verdict. Myopia is permanent. We can manage it, but we can't improve. This message repeated so consistently that I accepted it as a fact. But as my condition worsened and the pain increased, a nagging question kept surfacing. What if they're wrong? This question led me down a research rabbit hole. I read studies, watched lectures, and scoured forums for anyone challenging the conventional wisdom about myopia. Initially, I approached everything with extreme skepticism, yet I pushed myself past my doubts. I needed solutions the conventional approach wasn't providing. My first experiments with vision improvement were simple, taking regular breaks during computer work and gently massaging my eyelids. These provided immediate relief from pain, encouraging but nothing life-changing. Then something unexpected happened. After consistent practice with these basic techniques, one night I noticed I could see the alarm clock across the room. This glimpse of improvement challenged everything I'd been told about myopia's permanence. This realization was profound. What if myopia isn't the one-way street that we've been led to believe? My personal experience suggested that improvement was possible and that conventional wisdom about myopia being irreversible might be incomplete at best and misleading at worst. My eyes have improved to the point that I no longer wear glasses or contacts. I've been telling people what I've been able to accomplish on this channel and in person when asked. But would a trained eye care professional actually confirm what I was discovering on my own? The opportunity came unexpectedly during my daughter's annual eye checkup about a month and a half ago. While the ophthalmologist examined my daughter's eyes, he remarked on how healthy they were, something he noted wasn't as common these days among children. I mentioned that I made sure she limited screen time, gets plenty of natural sunlight, and stayed physically active. His interest peaked when I explained my awareness of the peripheral vision's importance and how stationary indoor activities could lead to locked up vision and myopia development. He said, "How do you know so much about this?" He asked, clearly surprised by my knowledge. I hesitated at first. Would he dismiss my experiences if I shared them? After a moment, I explained that I had been on my own vision improvement journey after years of wearing glasses. I told him I didn't want my daughter to experience the same struggles with declining eyesight. To my surprise, the doctor smiled at me and we began having a fascinating conversation. Now, before I talk about my conversation with the doctor, I want to share some exciting news. Our community has relaunched, and for a limited time, you can join at the lowest price I'll ever offer. As a member, you'll receive invites to exclusive weekly live Q&A calls where we delve into various techniques to improve your eyesight. Can't make the call? No worries. Access over 59 replays at your convenience, along with my current courses and future content. Don't miss this chance to be a part of a supportive community focused on natural vision improvement. Click the link in the description below or click the link above to join us today. This ophthalmologist was affiliated with UC Davis, a leading medical institution. As we talked, he confirmed something that validated years of my personal exploration. Studies from the 1980s and 1990s established a clear link between compromised peripheral vision and the development of myopia. He explained this research had identified what I'd been experiencing, yet this information rarely reaches patients in the standard eye care settings. We discussed how peripheral eyesight works faster than the central vision, with both needing to cooperate for sharper details. He explained that the central vision makes up about 1.7% of the overall visual field and is comprised of all cones. Everything else in the periphery consists of a mix of rods and cones. When the peripheral vision isn't adequately stimulated, like when we stare at screens for hours, it contributes directly to myopia onset through axial elongation, the physical lengthening of the eyeball. Common activities like reading or using smartphones without breaks can significantly stress our peripheral vision systems. The doctor connected these findings to modern lifestyle factors. With people spending more time indoors and focusing on screens, the peripheral vision doesn't receive the necessary movement and stimulation, leading to eyes becoming locked up and developing myopia. When I directly asked what he thought of natural eyesight improvement methods, he gave me 4 words that contradicted conventional wisdom. Yes, it is possible. He continued, the brain is capable of receiving that information and translating it into a sharper image. This challenged the prevailing notion that myopia cannot be reversed and carried tremendous weight coming from a medical professional. For anyone told that declining vision is irreversible, this confirmation opens up new possibilities bridging alternative approaches in conventional medicine. The conversation with this doctor completely confirmed how I think about vision. What if the key to better eyesight isn't just about physical structures of your eyes, but how your brain processes visual information? This insight explains why my vision suddenly improved during that license plate experiment that led me to my first clear flash. My brain was learning to interpret visual signals in a new way. The conversation with the doctor unveiled a fascinating scientific reality that our visual system is far more complex than just the mechanics of our eyeballs. Traditional vision care tends to treat eyes like cameras with fixed focal lengths that can only be corrected with external lenses. But this approach ignores the incredible adaptive potential of the brain, which is the true center of our visual experience. Think about it. Your eyes don't see anything on their own. They're sophisticated light collectors that transform photons into electrical signals, but it's your brain that processes these signals into the images that you perceive. The doctor explained that neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to reorganize and form new neural connections, plays a crucial role in how you interpret visual information. When the doctor told me, yes, it is possible to improve your eyesight, the brain is capable of receiving that information and translating it into a sharper image. It validated what I had been experiencing. This statement challenges the conventional wisdom that vision problems are permanent structural issues that can only be managed and not improved. The science behind this is fascinating. Your brain can actually compensate for certain visual defects or deficiencies by enhancing contrast, filling in gaps, and sharpening edges in the visual field. In essence, it can learn to work with imperfect input from your eyes and still create clear images. This is essentially what I taught my brain to do. When I got my first clear flash, I realized that the eyes weren't the problem. It was more to do with how my brain was processing the information. The first time this happened, I was shocked. There was no way my eye structure had physically changed in that moment. This was clearly my brain adapting to and interpreting the visual information differently. This experience perfectly illustrated what the doctor had explained about the brain's role in vision, hence why I say myopia is mental. This neuroplasticity opens up exciting possibilities for vision improvement. Rather than seeing myopia as just a structural elongation of the eyeball, we can approach it as a brain-eye system that can be retrained. The peripheral retina plays a particularly important role in this process as it provides crucial information about the movement and depth that helps calibrate our visual system. What's most striking about these approaches is that they don't require expensive equipment or medications, just a different way of using your visual system. By engaging your peripheral vision more actively and giving your eyes regular breaks from close-up strain, you're essentially retraining your brain-eye connection. I recall hearing an interview with Dr. Jacob Lieberman, and he said his eyesight improved after an intense, long meditation session. After his enlightening meditation journey, he was able to see perfectly clearly. He said if you were to measure his eyes with a machine, they would clearly state that he needed glasses, but yet he can see perfectly with no visual aids at all. It made me realize even more that the brain is more malleable than what I originally imagined, and my progress in how my eyes improved are a testament to that. The implications of this understanding are profound. If vision isn't solely determined by eye structure, but also how the brain processes visual information, then improvement becomes possible through techniques that optimize the brain-eye relationship. Your visual system has untapped adaptive potential that your conventional vision care rarely addresses. We went on to talk about brain, eye, and foot connections as well as a few other things. I won't go into all of the details in this video, but they were also things that I've been talking about in my community for years. I even got to look through the microscope at my daughter's eyes. It was fascinating to see everything up close. My daughter's appointment was at 3:15 in the afternoon, and we didn't end up leaving until 5:30 p.m. It was one of the best conversations I've ever had with a medical professional. If you're looking to kickstart your journey to better eyesight, download my ebook on natural eyesight improvement. It's packed with 5 practical techniques. It's a quick read designed to fit seamlessly into your daily routine, whether you're a beginner or looking to enhance your current practices. This ebook is your guide to seeing the world more clearly. Grab your copy now through the link in the description or click the link above. Those small changes I made to reduce eye strain might seem like personal choices, but they take on new urgency when placed against the backdrop of what's happening globally. The numbers paint a startling picture. We're not just talking about individual visual problems anymore. We're facing what experts now recognize as a legitimate global health crisis that demands our attention. Let me share something that genuinely surprised me during my research. By 2050, nearly half of the world's population, that's almost 3 billion people, is projected to have myopia. Think about that for a moment. In just one generation, this condition that I've been describing will affect 1 out of every 2 people on the planet. This isn't just concerning, it's alarming. What I've seen more troubling is how quickly this transformation is happening. In the United States alone, myopia has nearly doubled over the past 3 decades. The same lifestyle factors I mentioned earlier, increased screen time, limited outdoor activity, and constant near-focus work, aren't just affecting me or you individually. They're reshaping visual health of the entire population across the globe. The hotspots for this epidemic are particularly concentrated in East and Southeast Asia countries like South Korea, Taiwan, Singapore, China, and Japan are all reporting myopia rates between 80% and 90% among young adults. That's not a typo. We're talking about nearly the entire generations of these countries developing this condition. While the US rate of 42% might seem lower by comparison, it still represents a dramatic increase that shows no signs of slowing. Beyond the inconvenience of needing glasses or contacts, uncorrected, myopia presents serious health risks that most people aren't aware of. Those with progressive myopia face significantly higher chances of developing sight-threatening complications like glaucoma, cataracts, retinal detachment. There's also myopia macular degeneration, which has become one of the major causes of permanent blindness. These aren't just minor complications. They can lead to substantial vision impairment and, in some cases, permanent loss of sight. The economic impact is equally staggering. In 2009, the global cost of uncorrected refractive error was estimated at $202 billion annually, with myopia being the primary culprit. By 2015, that figure grew to $244 billion when accounting for lost productivity due to vision impairment and myopia macular degeneration. These numbers reflect not just the cost of glasses and contacts, but also the broader economic toll of the condition affecting billions of people. This is why the conversation about addressing myopia goes beyond just correcting vision with stronger lenses. While glasses and contacts provide necessary visual clarity, they often don't address the underlying cause driving myopia progression. They correct the refractive error, yes, but they don't necessarily tackle the lifestyle and the environmental factors that contribute myopia development in the first place. Natural vision improvement methods offer a different approach. Rather than just compensating for poor vision, they aim to address root causes by stimulating peripheral vision, encouraging outdoor time, and reducing the eye strain that comes from modern digital lifestyles. The techniques I've been exploring, taking breaks, engaging the peripheral vision, and managing eye strain, aren't just about my personal comfort. They represent the potentially essential tools for addressing a growing global health challenge. What makes this information so critical is the scale and the speed of myopia's increase worldwide. The projected 50% global prevalence by 2050 isn't just a statistic. It represents billions of people who will face increased risks of serious eye conditions if we don't find a more effective approach to managing this condition. The traditional model of prescribing stronger lenses year after year clearly isn't enough to stem this tide. Throughout my journey, I've challenged what many considered undeniable truths about myopia. The eye doctor's confirmation gives us scientific backing for what I've experienced firsthand. This isn't about rejecting modern medicine, it's about expanding possibilities. How would you feel if you didn't have to wear your glasses or contacts ever again? As you explore these natural approaches, I strongly encourage maintaining an open dialogue with your eye care professional. You never know what they may tell you. Their expertise remains valuable even as you investigate alternative methods. Even if your doctor is not on board with natural methods, know that vision health can benefit most from a balanced approach. Remember that your visual system isn't static, it's dynamic. It's a dynamic partnership between your eyes, brain, and body with remarkable adaptive potential. By understanding this relationship, you open doors to possibilities you might have never considered possible. As we wrap up, remember that improving your eyesight is not just a possibility, it's a journey. I'm here to support you in every step of the way. If you're ready to dive deeper, I invite you to join our vibrant community. Right now, we're offering exclusive access at the lowest price I'll ever offer again, and you'll get to participate in weekly live Q&A calls, gain insights from over 50 call replays, and tap into a treasure trove of courses designed to empower you on your vision journey. Don't miss out. Click the link in the description to secure your spot today. And for those of you who are just beginning and want to know where to start, check out my ebook. It's packed with 5 simple, effective techniques that you can incorporate into your daily routine to potentially improve your eyesight naturally. It's a quick read, but it's packed with value. Grab your copy through the link below. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit. Subscribe for more insights, and remember, your vision potential is limitless.